I was a family Makwaba at the Smart Ghana update. So, send any daily can I say, we'll share you media. Bomodia, so subscribe to your channel and feel like you share now for floor. And so, and ya be ashen. Some would have told you yet, so not yet doing come or a B and say, you're a doctor. Had removed Bawumia, Ghana man penida that Abedi tree or the Korean native Franca, Eddie Ama MPP, Ama Yoko, Northern Small Eddie Atu, a jar at the fan and sent him send a Kwanwa, National Security for a Boranko for Fie, not yet watching Crofoni, Kulutunko for my one summoner, Ababe Baby, or Michael Krogana, Nina, Efa Reverend Ntim Fordjour, Incense Maudu, and sent him a beto National Security penny for Bomodia, a Boran if you one summoner, a baby baby, no, and a year about me, Akache Yura, or my penny John Dramani Mahama say, on her one a security agencies, and I say National Security for no Encasada, Quando Mufaswa, or Mutiati and Kofa, who dear or Michael Krogana Hano, and Kamia say in Chaye. Now was some Cronemo, and I'm so a deputy General Secretary Edema NDC Amanyo Kono Ora Aye Mustafa Bandi ono so achena dwene ede afa wo say kwan odo bebreswa national security for and I say NIB for betimi abomoden akwakwa chiri obi nemo kwan odo anei no omofa so de akwakwa chiri nipa no say entwa yekura wode nchemu ahodo pina na de atu edwabusha yenkoneti nchemu ahodo a Ora Aye Mustafa Bandi awo deputy General Secretary Edema NDC Amanyo Kono wode atu edwane yeba be transfer na fei ya di and so
you will call for reinforcement and arrest him. But prima facie, fundamental, you cannot go and effect an arrest of a honorable member of parliament. Now we shall ask. Will you appoint? We cannot dilute the conversation with reckless work. Reverend Ntim Fordjour should be properly arrested or invited to face and provide feather and butter particulars, but not in this shoddy way of doing things. For that, you cannot go to anybody's house wearing a mask. That is not an acceptable standard of arrest. Particularly so that member of parliament, you know.
Honorable, Mustafa, I don't hear Mustafa. One more small woman. One name as a much say. Munye way.
And I was the money I was they said go and arrest somebody. Go and arrest somebody, not NIB officer. Who say Nika, a policeman, who say a friend Nika shot, Nwako. After number 2, what they are mask. Now they are showing him. Oh, if it is me, I will not allow myself to be arrested. I will not. It's simply not right. And this is not what the government or what the institution was asked to do. Somebody should have written a letter inviting Ntim Fordjour officially, or a call should have been placed to him for him to make himself available for investigation. So there are some arguments there. He is protected under the parliamentary privileges. No. After he made the statement, a very critical, a very important statement on the floor of parliament, he came outside parliament. Parliament is on recess. All business of parliament is closed. Unless, of course, there's some responsibility that some members of parliament are performing. He has gone to the public space to run these commentaries, and that he should be arrested as an ordinary person, but a ranking member or a person of some repute who should be accorded the needed courtesies in order for the substance of this is for the investigation to be carried out. Come what is here? The substance of it. They said the president wants to know, have there been any iota of truth to what suspicion Reverend Ntim Fordjour is holding? Yes or no? Then we can take it up from there. President Mahama will not shield any crime. Okay? So, if an institution is going to do that, and I'm aware this morning that some requests have been made to Parliament and Parliament have not yet responded. That issue is neither here nor there. Reverend Ntim Fordjour has made these comments publicly You know, he's gone out of parliament. He's gone to Metro TV. They've even tracked the plane. He has assumed the powers of national security, powers of narcotics control board, powers of NIB, or investigating on touch screen. So the institution should just invite him. If we needed to arrest him when he was doing the touch screen, why couldn't we arrest him there? He came to radio stations. Why couldn't we arrest him there? Reverend Ntim Fordjour drives in town. Why can't we track him and arrest him? Why should it be the case that Otinifie on in the mouth? Now, Yasha mask. Now, Yako, Nti, Ukobon Tria. Now, who takes responsibility? How do we know that you are the one who caused it? That is not President Mahama's regime. This is certainly a condemnable conduct on the officer who won march to Ntim Fordjour's house. And I can say, sir, it's a misconduct targeted at distorting the issues. And I will insist that the issues will be corrected and the right thing will be done. Somebody from NIB should place a call to Ntim Fordjour to report, or they should write a letter to him. If he fails to come, we will coordinate every force necessary to arrest him. Because can you imagine how America near to country they see there cocaine here? It was said by not the mean person but a member of parliament near the politics.
I know the and what can you say? Then they should have found a proper way of inviting him.
Yes, I insist that should be done. Kwame, we promised to do things different from what President Akufo-Addo did.
Na mama radio you. Sa issue you nipa bia say enka omo be calling on the Speaker of Parliament to constitute a bipartisan a committee. Mean can bipartisan. A committee to look into it. And the binum see there be an independent body be a some of my reason woman in Abihim. Ojin say.
Well, you see, the problem is that minority want to do politics. It's fair. We did the same thing to them. But we can't sacrifice the right way of doing things to join that free of conversation. Let the minority make their noise. Let us have our way. They should go to court. If Ntim Fordjour is arrested, let them go and make noise. If yesterday the right thing was
now can say Munye things the way Akufo-Addo did. Akufo-Addo person BBC.
Me say, and if it was the proper way of arresting this young man, and a minority for Nekugua, we will ransack all of them and arrest them because they are obstructing arrest.
Okay.
But it wasn't done properly because somebody worn mask cannot be identified wielding a gun went to the place of Kofi. These are characteristics of President Akufo-Addo's regime. These are Nyama Yehu of President Akufo-Addo regime. No, President Akufo-Addo ordinarily would have sat on this matter quietly.
I know example will be there.
Oh dear, baby,
wow, we have evidence.
Kokoduka International Airport wa.
Aye.
Sir, aircraft may no be suwa cocaine. Hey. One Kofi di beba from her. One me paki ya alarm blue you mu jani aja plane.
Wow.
It's Kokoduka International Airport.
How is also can be?
That be it's ho. No, we here allegations it's ho. It was a good thing. Investigation continued. What I say. But President Mahama there, Otiyan was saying, he is instructing specifically national security with other state entities to, make sure that investigations are done. And I do understand why it took some time for us to get here. Because before you take an action as a state, you must first of all also do your own checks. Because it is the duty of state institutions to would have prevented anything criminal that will happen in this country. I'm not here. Oko airport wa, national security wa, narcotics wa, NIB wa, NRP, aviation security wa, and Sweatport also omo handle cargo no e wo hono na answer na plane ni beba ebe land where airport no aviation should have authorized it, and then when they land, the ground men would have done further checks. Okay, so all these things wouldn't have happened before a plane boards or load and take off. All these checks would have been made. So it is a duty of the state to do its homework well, to satisfy itself first on a normal procedure, standard airport management procedure. No, ya hwehwemu saa yewu bibia
na ebusabe enye won Ghana Airport Company won so are quiet and their silence is too loud.
Debbie. The Ghana Airport Company is an institution under Ministry of Transport. The Ghana Airport Company is a management company. It manages several other institutions or it habitates them to do their work. So airport company is a mother company. And I'm say aviation security is there, national security is there, NID is there, and narcotics also almost. Each of these entities has peculiar management responsibility as far as handling of aircraft and cargo management is concerned. Particularly to the extent say, the matter was specifically, the president instructed that it should be a coordinated investigation collaborating with the whistleblower. The airport company cannot be talking. Okay. You have to collaborate. You and I do not know what has happened behind the scene.
Okay.
The cross-checkings, just to make sure that the state has, on a normal day, every officer of the state they have done their work. Okay, but satisfy the institutions there. On any normal routine, if I'm coming to OKFM, I need to go to the
right. Tabusiani pe kwoti nene Ayowura Mustafa Bandi nene and the Chogwe na we Deputy General Secretary Edema NDC Amanyoko no nene and the Chogwe near transfer fee yadi nensemano enso ehon enkomo na yeni nkomo.
Mustafa Bandi asama okano. I think that you know a country to protect and also to make sure say laws and rules of this country is actually at work.
Yeah.
But then, and also son say, young family and share yensem. Ora Ntim Fordjour sema aba ye ken. Ye nyina say Reverend Ntim Fordjour asama okoka ye pa nokureni say wodi nyina so bia na no kind of for political gains keka we defy the name Reverend no cause oye sofo o say oye sofo na aye sofo na asema ba Bible kura say obi aye Kristo ni bia na Kristo su ewo bia no open pentem mu aten nti say wo fiti prekopa akoka asem a bia anya no kora de me fi say enya no kwan so no but benefo say bra wutu akurafo no na atumu mane sofo eba an say na mo nso so mo kwakoche obi a onye obi akeke okura didi e wo manyum
South Minister
South MP so what I say enti MP mu na za mo kwache na in the Rambo style mo ahye mask na mo ahye die enti na wo hye mask because so ba cheme mabu mra so ba wo ba cheme no man na di tumi aso sasa bra ba cheme the mask na wo hye no what is the essence of the importance of that importance of it in any saying say wo ba cheme na hye mask how do I believe say police for and national security for ba cheme ani ade na ma asana kwa bibio ho no nemom say ekwokoche ne ade nyina no it should be done in a manner in accordance with the rules and regulations of this country. Yeah. It's a Mustafa Bandi see enchini ye ni ade a ye ben e no person mo che no so ade say because the action so far and there e kwan fa so che nya de etwa kwam say the ye titi say e kwan fa so na nipa e ko na say as a criminal bi ni ye kwakoche no but the statement no make no say wild allegations me feel say nya kwan ya so fa so ye no mo ye no e na no so no say ye to abawie election bi ene hobiem ntinya fe na abe kansam to win vote because I play a see when you cocaine so the bed they will say seminano enu 4 years at this time Ghana Fordjour and can set on one ebi omo titi internet no kra bibia popia ma po wi aruafi
we emfi samre ankosi bosumi nko na wie ye
na dai ntia de tina wo se eyampa se woni nyina so bia na koka wo koka sa de ayere etimo mo ntete Yesu achi na me yesofo na de ndien ene asofo wo Ghana tight na eda no so sofo no kra hia no kra chance oba awurade adwuma na ono na ese se wo ye no usafo mediana Reverend Dr. Evangel Paul we ten enso ngo bi sana no na ohwi ni won mo a o ye de abo bibia no ne ade eti e be se o man na tim no me de bia me ka aban a wabai o so be reset. That is why we are all expecting him. But Kofi sa akwan no mo fa so reset in dia and na no can say they have failed even before the time.
Right, I would like to share a comment in your comment section as if I am yakra.